Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine standing before a portal where time doesn't just pass, it watches. There are places on this planet that seem to have been carved by divine hands or by civilizations holding secrets we can barely process today. From the stone pillars piercing the clouds in Zhangjiajie to the ancient gaze of the Lishan giant, China guards an inventory of mysteries that defy modern engineering and our very perception of reality. Today, I'm not just showing you landscapes, I'm taking you inside living legends where temples float over the abyss and rivers roar like golden dragons. This is a visual journey through a China you won't see on the nightly news. Before we unfold this map of relics, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our global expeditions. Also, let me know in the comments, which city are you watching this documentary from? Ready? Take a deep breath and let's begin. Mount Fanjing. Imagine walking across a carpet of clouds that hides millenary secrets. In the heart of China, in the Guizhou province, a stone structure rises from the earth, seemingly defying the laws of gravity and time. Mount Fanjing, or Fanjingshan to those in the know, isn't just a mountain. It's a massive pillar connecting the world of men to the heavens. If these stones could talk, they'd tell tales of eras our memories have long since discarded. Standing at an impressive 2,560 meters, this limestone giant looms over the horizon like a silent guardian. It's the kind of place that makes you feel incredibly small. As you ascend, the air grows colder, and the silence is broken only by the wind whistling through the trees. The forest is so dense, it seems to harbor mysteries in every shadow. What's most striking isn't just its scale, but the life pulsing within. There are creatures that have chosen this place as their only possible home on the entire planet Earth. The Guizhou golden monkey is one of these distinguished residents you won't find in any other nature mall. Spotting one is like hitting the animal lottery. This biodiversity is so rich and unique that the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization decided the whole world needs to protect this treasure, granting it the title of World Heritage Site. But the magic of Mount Fanjing goes far beyond what the eye can see on the surface. There's a spiritual energy wrapping around every stone and leaf. Legend has it that this was the exact spot where the Maitreya Buddha found enlightenment, turning this soil into a pure and sacred land. Imagine people climbing thousands of steps just to feel a fragment of that peace. It's not just tourism data or statistics. It's a cultural heritage passed down from father to son for hundreds of years. Being there is like flipping through a living history book where the sacred and the wild hold hands. It's impossible to leave without feeling a shiver down your spine. Climbing that many steps to find peace must be the ultimate test of patience. But with a view like that, even I'd consider becoming a monk for a full day. The ridges of Gaoyiling. Imagine walking along the sleeping back of a colossal beast that decided to rest under the Chinese sun. In Gaoyiling, the earth isn't just ground. It's a masterpiece sculpted by the infinite patience of time over millions of years. These formations, known to scholars as Danxia landforms, have turned red sandstone into ridges so sharp they look like giant knife blades pointed at the sky. Every steep rock wall tells a story of erosion and the raw force of nature. From the top of these undulating mountains, at a height of approximately 500 meters, the world below looks like a distant, silent anthill. It's the kind of place that makes your heart race. The view from up there is something no camera can capture with total fidelity, as the colors of the rocks shift as the sun moves across the horizon. One moment, the red is vibrant like blood. The next, it turns soft, like the end of an autumn afternoon. Deep valleys and stone forests create a natural labyrinth that looks like it was plucked from a science fiction movie about another planet. The purity of this place is almost untouched, offering a strange mix of adrenaline as you walk narrow paths and the absolute peace that only isolation can bring. The wind blowing through these crevices sounds like a constant ancient whisper. But the true mystery of Gaoyiling emerges when the clouds close in and the storm begins to break. The elders say these bright red ridges are actually the body of a giant celestial dragon that chose to turn into a mountain to protect the land. There are those who swear up and down that amidst the thunder, you can hear the beast's roar echoing from deep within the stones. It's a sensation that will make the hair on your neck stand up. Some adventurers who wake before the sun claim to have seen a mysterious light called Longguang, floating like a silk ribbon over the peaks without any logical explanation. They say this sacred light only appears to those with a pure heart, which explains why I haven't seen anything but rocks and dust when I was there. Fenghuang Ancient Town. Imagine you've just stepped through a time portal and landed in a setting that looks hand-painted by an artist from an ancient dynasty. In the heart of Hunan Province lies the ancient city of Fenghuang, a place where the clock seems to have forgotten to move its hands. Affectionately known as the Phoenix City, it stretches lazily along the banks of the Tuojiang River, where the water reflects the glow of centuries of history. The wooden houses, built on stilts that dive into the river, seem to balance magically while guarding the secrets of families who have lived there for generations. It's impossible not to want to move into one of those little houses. Walking through the stone streets of Fenghuang is like feeling the pulse of a long-standing culture beneath your feet. When autumn arrives, the city decides to change its clothes, donning a golden and orange cloak that takes anyone's breath away with its beauty. The air gets crisper, and an absolute tranquility takes over the narrow alleys, where the smell of home-cooked food mixes with the scent of the surrounding nature. The old stone bridges crossing the river aren't just pathways. They are privileged viewpoints to watch wooden boats glide smoothly through the current. Every step here is a new visual discovery. But what truly makes this place enigmatic is the legend behind its name. The ancients tell of two giant phoenixes that, while flying over the region, were so enchanted by the valley's beauty that they decided never to leave, protecting the city with their invisible wings. For the local people, the phoenix is a living symbol of prosperity and peace, and they firmly believe the presence of these mythical birds is what maintains the harmony of the land to this day. It's a perfect blend of cold stone reality and a mystical warmth that heats the hearts of visitors. Feeling that energy is something that changes you from the inside out. If a phoenix actually flew through here today, it would probably get stuck in tourist traffic taking selfies, but the magic of the place is still unbeatable. Sacred Mount Ime. Imagine you're about to climb a staircase leading straight to the realm of the gods, where clouds serve as carpets and silence is the lead singer. In the heart of Sichuan province rises the imposing and sacred Mount Ime, one of the four pillars supporting the Buddhist faith throughout China. At a colossal altitude of 3,099 meters, this mountain isn't just a high piece of land. It's a living being breathing through its dense, humid forests. Walking here is feeling the pure air fill your lungs like an ancient medicine for a weary soul. Every turn of the winding paths reveals a hidden waterfall or a rare plant you've never seen in any botany book. It's a true green labyrinth full of life. The climb is long, but the final prize feels like something out of a cinematic dream at the top of the world. The famous Golden Summit is where the earth ends and the infinite begins, offering a panoramic view that leaves anyone speechless. From up there, you observe valleys drenched in thick mist that moves like a sea of milk, hiding and revealing the mountain's secrets as the wind blows. Beyond this visual spectacle, Mount Ime guards man-made treasures that withstand time, like the Baogo Temple and the Wanyan Temple. These places aren't just structures of wood and stone. They are reservoirs of prayers and hopes from millions who have passed through over centuries. It's impossible not to feel a chill of respect. The connection between man and the divine here is so tight, it feels like the trees are praying along with the monks. As one of the most important Buddhist centers on the planet, the mountain is dotted with giant statues and shrines that seem to sprout naturally from the slopes. Pilgrims travel enormous distances just to touch this sacred soil and seek a bit of enlightenment or inner peace amidst the chaos of the modern world. Mount Ime teaches us that nature and spirituality are, in fact, one and the same, and that we are merely curious visitors in this eternal sanctuary. Every golden statue reflects the sunlight in a way that makes it feel like the mountain itself is smiling at you. It's an experience that marks your memory forever. They say the monkeys there are the guardians of the temples, but watch out. They seem way more interested in your snacks than in helping you reach spiritual enlightenment. The Longmen Grottoes. Imagine standing before a stone wall that breathes, where thousands of carved eyes watch the passage of time in absolute silence. The Longmen Grottoes aren't just holes in the rock. They are one of the greatest stages of human faith ever created in China. Located along towering cliffs that hug the riverbank, these caves house an army of Buddha statues cut directly from the heart of the mountain. It's as if nature itself decided to become an artist. Some of these colossal figures reach over 17 meters in height, with faces conveying a calm so deep it makes you forget the daily grind. Every hand gesture and every fold of clothing in the stone was made with a precision that seems impossible for tools from 1,000 years ago. I'm almost jealous of that much talent. When the sun begins to dip below the horizon and the light hits the grotto opening sideways, the shadows cast on the cliffs create a visual theater that transports any visitor to an era of emperors and forgotten rituals. The atmosphere becomes charged with a sacred mystery that gives you goosebumps. What makes this place truly special is the perfect harmony between the gray of the mountains, the blue of the winding river below, and the monumental effort of religious architecture. Taking your first step inside one of these grottos, the air suddenly turns cool and the noise of the outside world vanishes, leaving only the echo of the wind and the sound of water hitting the rocks. It's a free spiritual detox that no one should miss. The story behind these sculptures is as grand as the statues themselves. Over 1,000 years ago, the emperors of the Tang and Northern Wei dynasties chose this canyon to be the spiritual shield of their empire. They believed that by carving these sacred figures, they were ensuring divine protection and prosperity for all the Chinese people through extreme devotion. It was a job that took centuries to complete, involving the sweat of thousands of anonymous artisans who dedicated their lives to turning raw stone into visual prayer. For those living in China, Longmen is much more than a tourist spot. It's the exact point where the human and the divine shake hands in an eternal pact of peace and beauty. To this day, the place welcomes pilgrims seeking answers in the serene gaze of these stone giants. Carving a perfect nose on a 17-meter stone without having an eraser to fix mistakes must have been the biggest anxiety test in ancient history. The mystery of Wangxian. Imagine you're about to enter a painting made with India ink, where the line between the real world and the spirit world is as thin as a silk thread. In the heart of a valley that seems purposefully hidden by time, the Wangxian Valley reveals itself as a sanctuary of absolute peace and mysteries that defy logic. The very name of the place, Wangxian, carries a huge poetic weight, meaning something like looking toward the immortals. Ancient legends say this was the favorite meeting spot for sages and spiritual entities who descended from the heavens to observe humanity. The surrounding limestone mountains twist into sinuous shapes that seem to embrace those who arrive, while crystal-clear streams cut through the ground like glass veins. Waking up in this valley is an almost supernatural experience, as a light and persistent mist insists on covering the green forests every morning, hiding what lies just ahead. The weather is always cool, which helps keep the mind clear and the body relaxed during hikes. The buildings dotting the landscape, like wooden pavilions and observation platforms, were built following a classic style that seems to grow directly from the earth. Everything here is made of stone and raw wood, respecting nature's original design without offending the eye. It's impossible not to feel part of something much bigger than ourselves. Every architectural detail was designed so the visitor feels like they are in a floating village from centuries ago. With each change of season, Huangxian Valley swaps its color palette as if preparing for a grand theater performance. In the spring, flowers explode in bright tones that perfume the air, while in autumn, the silence is accompanied by the falling of golden leaves that carpet the stone paths. Today, this place has become the favorite refuge for those seeking an ecological trip with a touch of spiritual awakening, serving as a remedy against the stress of modern life in big cities. It's the ideal destination for anyone needing to recalibrate their soul and find the lost balance between concrete and forest. The golden roar of Huku. Imagine yourself before a narrow gorge where the massive yellow river decides to show all its fury and power. Huku Waterfall isn't just an ordinary drop of water. It's as if the heart of China is beating loudly right in front of you. With a width of approximately 30 meters and a free fall of 20 meters, the force of the impact on the rocks creates a golden mist that rises to the heavens. It's a deafening roar that makes the ground tremble beneath your feet. Seeing this power up close makes you feel the size of a tiny ant. The landscape is shaped by steep cliffs that seem to squeeze the river, turning it into a jet of pure energy. During the rainy season, the spectacle becomes even more dramatic and hauntingly beautiful. The water level rises so much that a giant column forms, making the waterfall a vibrant force of nature that feels alive. For those who visit, it's not just a trip to take photos, but a plunge into a mystical atmosphere that few places in the world can offer. It's impossible to remain indifferent in the face of such raw strength. Beyond the visuals, the site is loaded with legends. The elders whisper in your ear. They say Huku is the birthplace of a god with unlimited powers, capable of dominating the flow of water with a simple gesture. This spiritual connection makes every drop of water seem to carry an ancient blessing for the local people. Looking at all that water made me incredibly thirsty, but I think one gulp there would send me straight to the other side of the ocean in 5 seconds. Number 6. The Fortress of Langshan. In the southwest of Hunan province, there is a place where the earth looks like it was sculpted by giants who loved sharp and dramatic shapes. The Langshan area is a labyrinth of limestone mountains that defy the sky with their jagged peaks and cliffs that look like they were sliced by a giant knife. Spanning about 300 square kilometers, the park is a perfect mix of forests so green they practically glow and waterfalls that appear out of nowhere among the stones. The trails cutting through the woods are an invitation for those who like a bit of adventure and a lot of fresh air. What truly leaves any visitor awestruck are the limestone formations that took millions of years of erosion to become what they are today. Each rock has a strange and fascinating shape, resembling animals or mystical figures petrified by time. But Langshan doesn't just live off natural beauty. It's considered sacred ground, housing ancient temples hidden among the mountain crevices. The energy there is heavy with history and spirituality, attracting those seeking a moment of silence to converse with the past. The Fortress of Langshan. In the southwest of Hunan province, there is a place where the earth looks like it was sculpted by giants who loved sharp and dramatic shapes. The Langshan area is a labyrinth of limestone mountains that defy the sky with their jagged peaks and cliffs that look like they were sliced by a giant knife. Spanning about 300 square kilometers, the park is a perfect mix of forests so green they practically glow and waterfalls that appear out of nowhere among the stones. The trails cutting through the woods are an invitation for those who like a bit of adventure and a lot of fresh air. It's the kind of place where cell signal isn't missed at all. What truly leaves any visitor awestruck are the limestone formations that took millions of years of erosion to become what they are today. Each rock has a strange and fascinating shape, resembling animals or mystical figures petrified by time. But Langshan doesn't just live off natural beauty. It's considered sacred ground, housing ancient temples hidden among the mountain crevices. The energy there is heavy with history and spirituality, attracting those seeking a moment of silence to converse with the past. Walking among ancient ruins and millenary trees brings a peace that's hard to explain with simple words. It's as if the mountain itself is looking after you. With so many sharp mountains, I can only imagine the trouble the ancients went through to build temples at the top without a helicopter to help. The Guardian of Leshan. In Sichuan province, a stone giant has been watching the meeting of three rivers for over 1,300 years without ever blinking. The Lishan giant Buddha is one of the most impressive wonders humanity has ever dared to carve. Standing at a colossal 71 meters, it was cut directly from the slope of Mount Lingyun, facing the confluence of the Min, Dadu, and Qingyi rivers. It is, without a doubt, the largest stone Buddha statue on the entire planet. Standing at the feet of this structure makes you realize how small our daily problems are compared to eternity. The surrounding vegetation is so lush that it looks like the forest is trying to hug the giant. The best time to visit this guardian is in the spring or autumn, when flowers are coloring the path and the weather is cool enough for a peaceful hike. But the most emotional part of this story is why it exists. A monk named Hai Tong, moved by immense kindness, decided to lead the construction to calm the turbulent waters that were sinking boats and killing sailors. He believed the presence of the Buddha would bring protection and peace to travelers. The most incredible part is that because so much stone waste was thrown into the river during construction, the water's course actually changed and became calmer. It's an eternal symbol that faith and hard work can, quite literally, change the world. A Buddha that size must be a nightmare to clean. Imagine if a bird decided to build a nest right on the tip of his nose. The floating kingdom of Zhangjiajie. Close your eyes for a second and imagine a place where mountains aren't just hills, but gigantic sandstone pillars sprouting from the ground and rising until they pierce the clouds. We are in the Wulingyuan area, a setting so surreal It served as the inspiration for the world of Pandora in the movies. Located in Hunan province, this stone labyrinth features columns ranging from 60 meters to an impressive 300 meters in height. It's as if nature decided to build its own set of natural skyscrapers millions of years ago. Walking through here gives you the feeling that, at any moment, a mystical creature will soar between the rock crevices. Every turn reveals a deeper canyon or a primordial forest so green it seems to glow with its own life. The visual of Zhangjiajie is a chameleon that completely changes its clothes depending on the time of year. In the spring, everything is fresh and full of new sprouts, while in autumn, the leaves explode in shades of yellow and red, creating a vibrant contrast with the gray of the stones. For those who enjoy that stomach-flipping feeling, the site is home to the world's longest glass bridge, where you walk over the void and see the abyss literally beneath your feet. It's a test of courage, rewarded with the most privileged view on the planet. All this biological and geological exuberance earned the park the title of World Heritage Site by UNESCO, protecting not just the stones, but also the rich culture of the ethnic minorities who call these mountains home. If I tried to cross that glass bridge, I'd probably do the whole thing with my eyes closed while holding onto 5 different people. The Stone Sanctuary in Yungang. Hidden in the cliffs of Wuju Mountain, in Shanxi province, there is a treasure that proves human patience has no limits when it comes to faith. The Longmen Grottoes are a complex of more than 53 caves, holding a silent army of 51,000 Buddha statues. Imagine the monumental task of carving every detail, from tiny figures to giants reaching 17 meters in height, all directly into the mountain wall. The artistic style here is a fascinating blend that traveled along the Silk Road, merging traits from Central Asia, India, and China in perfect harmony. It's an open-air museum exhaling a serenity you feel from your very first step. The environment around the caves is charged with a mystery that seems to come from the very bowels of the earth. The towering cliffs serve as a frame for this unparalleled human creativity, creating an atmosphere of respect and absolute silence. During the Northern Wei dynasty, this was the largest spiritual center in the region, where thousands of followers sought enlightenment through meditation. Each sculpture tells a passage from the life of Buddha, serving as an open book carved in stone to educate and inspire those who passed by. Visiting Yungang isn't just seeing ancient art. It's entering a space where time stopped to let spirituality speak louder. The feeling of peace emanating from those walls is something that stays engraved in the soul. 51,000 statues is a lot. If each of them decided to ask for a glass of water at the same time, there wouldn't be a river left in China. The mystical mountains of Yandang. Born from the fire and fury of volcanoes that roared millions of years ago, the Yandang Mountains in Zhejiang are the perfect example of how time can transform chaos into pure visual poetry. The landscape is dominated by peaks, rising like giant fingers pointing toward the heavens, accompanied by majestic waterfalls plunging hundreds of meters. When the water falls from these cliffs, it forms white veils so delicate they look like silk threads floating in the air. It's a mandatory destination for those who want to feel the rawest and most mesmerizing side of nature, far from any human interference. The beauty here is raw, powerful, and completely transformative. What makes Yandang truly magical is the way it transforms from dawn to dusk. When the sun rises, light rays pierce through the morning mist and paint everything in gold, turning the mountain into a literal fairyland. At night, under the moonlight, the rocks take on dreamlike contours that look like they came from a vision. Local legends say that in the dead of night, you can hear echoes of ancient chants floating on the wind, as if the spirits of sages and monks were still there sharing their secrets. Many believe that reaching the summit of these mountains clears the mind and brings a tranquility that no amount of money in the world can buy. It's a place where the body rests and the soul finally finds silence. Hearing whispers of spirits in the middle of the night sounds amazing, as long as they don't decide to ask me to share my trail mix with them. The celestial refuge of Mount Mian. Imagine a place where the clouds decided to move in permanently, embracing stone peaks that seem to float in the void. In the heart of Jiangxi province, Mount Mian rises as a sanctuary of serenity that defies the bustle of the modern world. With its highest point reaching 2,550 meters, this mountain lives drenched in a thick fog that gives it an air of mystery and dreams. It's the kind of scenery that makes you check if you're still stepping on the ground or if you've walked into a fairy tale. In the spring, the green of the forests is so vibrant it practically stings the eyes, accompanied by an orchestra of birds that never takes a day off. It's impossible not to breathe deeply and feel the fresh air cleaning every cell in your body. As the wheel of the seasons turns, Mount Mian changes its gala outfit. In the autumn, the mountain sets itself ablaze in shades of gold and red, turning every slope into a breathtaking living painting. In winter, the white of the snow reflects the sunlight with an intensity that makes everything shine as if covered in diamonds. Since the earliest times, this stone giant was chosen as the perfect hiding spot for sages and hermits seeking enlightenment away from human distractions. Popular belief says the spiritual energy emanating from these rocks has the power to calm the most turbulent mind and awaken a dormant wisdom. It's a spa for the soul with a view of the infinite. One of the most intriguing legends of the region speaks of a Taoist master who spent decades meditating alone on the mountaintop. They say that on one especially foggy morning, he simply dissolved into the air, leaving behind only silence and proof that he had transcended ordinary existence. For today's adventurers, Mount Mian is an invitation to explore trails leading to temples embedded in vertical cliffs that seem to defy gravity. It's a place where nature and the supernatural walk hand in hand, offering a direct connection to the deepest mysteries of the universe. Being there is understanding that silence has much more to say than words. The wild enigma of Zhangjiajie. Get ready to enter a territory where nature still dictates the rules and man is just a curious spectator. The Zhangjiajie ecotourism area in Hubei province is one of the last bastions of virgin forest left on the planet, with majestic peaks scratching the sky at 3,000 meters of altitude. The scenery is an explosion of biodiversity, with vegetation so dense that sunlight has to fight to touch the damp soil. Crystal clear streams and waterfalls appearing like white ribbons among the green create an untouched environment where mystery floats along with the humidity in the air. It is home to rare and precious creatures like the giant panda and the golden snub-nosed monkey, living in almost total isolation. But it's not just animals known to science that inhabit these deep woods. Zhangjiajie is world famous for the legend of the Yeren, the wild man, a mysterious creature many swear they've seen crossing the hidden trails. This story attracts explorers from all over the world, trying to find traces of something logic still can't explain. For the local people, the forest is much more than wood and leaves. It's the residence of powerful deities who protect the community from evil. The feeling that invisible eyes are watching your every step on the trail is constant, bringing a deep respect for every millenary tree that makes up this unique ecosystem. The stories of guardian spirits looking after the woods are passed from grandfather to grandson, keeping the flame of the sacredness of this place alive. Walking the winding trails of Zhangjiajie is like taking a trip to Earth's past, before cities and asphalt took over everything. With every step, you feel the coolness of a climate that doesn't change, and the sound of a wild nature vibrating at its own frequency. It's a sacred destination for locals and a paradise for those seeking to understand the primal connection between humans and the untamable force of wildlife. It's impossible to leave without feeling that the forest is now a part of you. The Labyrinth of Spears in Yunnan. Imagine walking through a forest where the trees, instead of leaves and wood, are made of sharp, gray stone that seems to sprout directly from the center of the earth. In Yunnan province, the famous stone forest, or Shilin, rises like a petrified army of limestone pillars reaching heights between 10 and 40 meters. It's a vision that defies logic. With rocks so close to one another, they form a literal giant natural labyrinth. Some of these formations resemble gigantic swords piercing the blue sky, while others look like forgotten castle towers or figures of animals and people frozen in time. It's impossible not to feel like you're inside a chess game played by giants. The moment the magic truly happens is during sunset, when the last rays of light touch the tips of these stone spears and create long, mysterious shadows along the narrow paths. Walking these tracks is like getting lost in an art gallery sculpted by rain and wind over millions of years. Despite the robust and even slightly intimidating appearance of the stones, the place emanates an absolute stillness that calms the heart of any traveler. Local legend says this place was once a vibrant kingdom, turned to stone by a fairy who fell in love with a mere mortal. Since their love was forbidden by the gods, she petrified the entire kingdom to protect her feelings from divine fury. It's a powerful mix of raw geology and an eternal love story. A fairy who turns an entire kingdom into stone for love must have had a really rough day with the gods' customer service department. The sacred lookout of Mount Pan. Located near Tianjin, Mount Pan emerges as a refuge of peace for those wanting to escape the hustle of big cities and touch the sky for a moment. With an altitude of approximately 800 meters, the summit offers one of the most breathtaking panoramic views in the region, allowing you to observe the vastness of the city and neighboring valleys from a privileged angle. What makes this mountain a visual enigma are the gigantic stones scattered along the slopes, which have shapes so bizarre and unique they look like they fell from another planet. The air up there is always fresh and carries a scent of wet earth and wild grass that renews anyone's energy. It's the perfect destination for those seeking the silence that only altitude can provide. But Mount Pan isn't just eye candy. It carries a spiritual value that spans generations in Chinese culture. Considered an extremely important pilgrimage site, the mountain is dotted with ancient temples and shrines that look like they were born from the rocks themselves. These sacred spaces were built to honor the deep connection between human beings and the force of nature, serving as shelter for devotees who climb the slope in search of peace and answers to life. The classic architecture of the temples, mixed with the rustic scenery of the stones, creates an atmosphere of reverence that makes us speak more softly without even realizing it. It's a place where history and faith meet on every stone step. Climbing 800 meters to pray is an incredible proof of faith, or maybe just a great excuse to skip the gym that week. the Mirror of the Gods in Tian Shan. Imagine a place where the sky decided to come down to earth to rest in a cradle of granite and ice. In the heart of the imposing Xinjiang mountain ranges lies Lake Tianqi, a jade liquid jewel situated at an altitude of 1,950 meters. Surrounded by peaks scratching the clouds at over 5,000 meters, this body of water looks like a painting that came to life. The contrast between the deep blue water and the eternal white of the glaciers around it is something that makes any camera feel insufficient. In the summer, the air is a cool embrace that renews the soul, while in winter, the lake turns into a giant solid crystal, reflecting sunlight like a mirror of diamonds. It's the kind of silence you can hear with your heart. But physical beauty is just the surface layer of this enigma. For the ancient Chinese, this wasn't just a pool of water, but the celestial lake, the sacred home of beings who do not belong to this world. There is an aura of purity floating over the surface, attracting pilgrims who travel colossal distances just to touch this water. They firmly believe the lake possesses the mystical power to wash away the soul's impurities and attract good luck to those who respect it. It's a meeting point between the mystical and the natural, where every breeze that ripples the water seems to carry a message of peace sent by forgotten deities. Being there is feeling that the modern world is billions of miles away. The golden refuge of Jiangbulake. If you close your eyes and try to imagine a nomad's paradise, you'll probably get very close to what Jiangbulake is. Located in the vast Xinjiang region, this scenic area is an ocean of green grasslands that seem endless, undulating under the wind as if the earth itself were breathing. It is the ultimate destination for those who feel the call of freedom, whether to walk without a destination, climb challenging slopes, or simply set up camp under a sky that reveals every star in the universe. During the spring and summer, the setting becomes so romantic and vibrant, it feels like an epic movie set, where the green of the plains meets the infinite blue of the horizon in perfect fusion. The soul of Jiangbulake, however, beats to the rhythm of the drums and horse hooves of the Kazakh people. This land is the stage for a rich nomadic culture, where traditions are preserved with a pride that moves any visitor. You can witness energy-filled festivals, horse riding competitions that defy gravity, and folk games telling the story of a warrior and welcoming people. The smell of traditional food cooked over an open fire and the sound of ancestral music create an atmosphere you won't find in any ordinary travel guide. Furthermore, the region is a true open-air museum, guarding relics and ruins that prove how different cultures mixed there over the centuries. Which of these surreal destinations made your heart beat faster? Comment the name of your city below. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss our next trip. Don't go just yet. There are more incredible videos appearing on your screen for you to keep exploring the world with us. See you next time.